Stop by or call me at 927-3816.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Good morning once again. Mike Johnson with you on our Guest of the Day segment, brought to you by Bill Thomas Farm Bureau Financial Services. And with us this morning, we have Tricia Wagner from the RTA. Hey, Tricia, great to have you along.
Hi, great. Thanks for having me.
All right. So this is our first time of hooking up via video. So we'll be able to have the folks watch our interview a little bit later on today at kmch.com. But, we're going to talk a little bit about the rides that you'll be giving to the vaccination clinics. But first off, let's talk a little bit about what type of transportation does our RTA provide?
Well, we provide a demand response and door-to-door public transportation. That just means that people will need to give us a call to schedule their ride ahead of time. Preferably 24 hours is ideal. And then, like I said, they give us their address. We come to their destination, pick them up, take them where they need to go at the time that their appointment is scheduled, or if they're just going to the grocery store, whatever time that may be. And all of our buses are wheelchair accessible, including our vans as well. And all of our vehicles have seatbelts. So if you have a child, don't be concerned about that. We do have the seatbelt requirement for all of our passengers as well.
So can anyone call for a ride?
Yeah, everyone can ride the RTA. They don't need to qualify in any way. Anybody can ride, from children up to, elderly. We also have funding options available for those who need that. So anyone who needs fare assistance, there's different options. We are contracted with the MCOs. So if you receive Medicaid benefits and transportation is included in that, you can call your insurance provider and schedule your transportation with us. We also are partnered with Northeast Iowa Area Agency on Aging. And if you are 60 years or older, you can register with them and get transportation paid for through them as well. And our dispatchers can also help set you up with that. So if you call us, they can make sure and get that information to them and get that set up. And we also have a grant from the United Way. It's called Rides for Wellness. And those are vouchers that pay for those who can't afford our regular rates. So they're income-based, but that's super flexible. You can pick up the applications and those vouchers at your Chamber of Commerce there in Manchester, as well as the Regional Medical Center at the front desk and the Community Services building. And just to let you know, we have reduced our fares as well. The county has given us some subsidy, and thereby we're able to lower the rate. So any children 15 and under ride for free. Anyone over the age of 15, it's $1 inside of the city of Manchester, and only $2 outside of the Manchester city limits anywhere within Delaware County. And we do encourage those people out in the rural areas to coordinate their trips in groups of 3 or more. If they can do that, that does help us out with being able to coordinate those trips. So.
All right. Very good. So a lot of folks, just about anybody, as you said, can qualify for getting a ride with the RTA.
Yep. Anybody can call and schedule a ride with us.
What are your regular service hours?
Regular service hours in Delaware County are 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and that's Monday through Friday. All of our trip requests are dependent, of course, on our drivers being available, but that's our regular service operation.
Now, how is the RTA making people safe during the pandemic?
All of our drivers are wearing masks and being required to do so, as well as passengers. There was a recent mandate that on public transit, all passengers are required to wear masks across the nation, and all of our buses as well are equipped with all of the necessary PPE. And drivers do wipe down the surface areas like the handrails and things like that throughout the day. And then at the end of each day, they thoroughly sanitize their buses. So it's quite safe.
Now, you are offering free rides to the COVID-19 vaccine clinics. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, all rides to those vaccine clinics are going to be free. When somebody calls in to schedule the ride, they just need to make sure they're identifying the fact that they are going to a COVID clinic. If they just give the name of the building where the event is being held or the address, our dispatch may not recognize that as a COVID clinic. So make sure when you're scheduling your appointments that you're letting them know that that's what the trip is for. We have various funding available for this. Like I said, if somebody does have Medicaid, they should just schedule those through their insurance company. If you're over the age of 60, NEI 3A has funding for this as well. So we're working with them on that. We also personally, as at the RTA, have some CARES Act funding to help pay for the cash paying general public. So like I said, all of these trips are going to be free, and our dispatchers will determine what the funding source is. You don't have to worry about that. This is just to let you know that we do have different options available. So please give us a call, schedule your ride when you schedule your COVID vaccine appointment. And we do encourage groups of riders out in those rural areas to get together and maybe schedule some appointments together and then call us and schedule a group trip. We would, if in those cases, we could possibly then just stay there, wait for you all to be done, and then bring you all back together. We want to encourage people to use this service. It's very important that we get people out to those clinics. We don't want anyone to have transportation be a barrier.
Remind us what the best way for people to schedule a ride or to contact you if they have any questions.
Okay. Well, they can go onto our website if they would like, and they can actually do that right online on our online trip maker form. It's real short and brief, but if you don't have access to the internet or are not comfortable with that, you can always call our dispatch office directly, and their number is 1-800-839-5005 or Relay Iowa at 711.
All right. Very good, Tricia. Is there anything you'd like to add today?
I will put a little plug in that we are looking for volunteer drivers. We are in desperate need for those as things start to kind of get back to a normal where we have people getting out and about. If you're retired, somebody else who's retired or retiring soon, and may have some free time, this is a really good way to give back to the community. And you'd be driving the Delaware County Connections van. So you don't have to have your own vehicle. There's no testing required. There's no cost to you. We would reimburse you for the small fee to get the chauffeur's license. So it's very simple, and volunteering does fight depression and helps to improve your mental wellness and mental health, and helps give you a feeling of fulfillment and just overall happiness that I think a lot of us need right now. So it's a really good way to get to that point. So if you have any questions, please give me a call. You can call the 800 number that I mentioned. And you can also stop by the Chamber of Commerce. They do have the application there for this as well.
All right. Tricia Wagner with us, the Mobility and Outreach Coordinator, Delaware, Dubuque, Jackson County RTA. Thank you so much for filling us in, Tricia.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right. Our guest of the day segment here on Mix 94.7 KMCH, brought to you by Bill Thomas, Farm Bureau Financial Services.